Hello everyone. Today we are gonna learn about endocrine glands. What are glands? So glands are the organs in our body which produce certain substances such as hormones, digestive juices, sweat, etc. So our body is made up of two types of glands, namely the endocrine glands and the exocrine glands. What are endocrine glands and what are these exocrine glands? First, let's learn about exocrine glands. So, a gland is a substance producing organ. So, this organ has a target organ to which it pours its secretion. So, the wire type substance connects these both is called as the duct. So, the exocrine gland produces secretions known as enzymes. So these enzymes transport the secretions or the enzymes to the target organ through the duct. So example, salivary gland. The salivary glands is located at the back of our mouth and through a duct they pass the saliva to our mouth. So this is about the exocrine glands. So what are endocrine glands? Totally opposite. Endocrine glands refers to the glands which are the ductless glands. These glands pass their secretions known as hormones directly to the other organs through the blood. So these are known as hormones. The secretions are known as hormones. So these endocrine glands are also known as ductless glands. What is the hormone? Hormone is a chemical secretion produced by the endocrine glands which is transferred directly to the target organ without any duct, directly to the brain. So let's learn about some of the endocrine glands, namely thyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal gland and pituitary gland. First, let's know about this thyroid gland. What is this thyroid gland? So thyroid gland is a gland which is located either side of a food pipe, just below the larynx. This larynx is a voice box located in our throat. So this thyroid gland, it is located either side of our neck, or the thyroid gland produces a hormone called thyroxine. This thyroxine is an iodine containing protein. So this iodine helps this thyroxine gland to develop. So this thyroid gland produces thyroxine, and what does this thyroxine do? It has two main functions. It controls basal metabolism in the body and it also helps in general growth of the children. So the insufficient secretion or the over secretion of this gland is can cause many severe effects to our human body. So first let's learn about some of the diseases caused by the insufficient secretion of this hormone. So insufficient secretion of this hormone can lead to many diseases such as simple goiter, cretinism and myxedema. What is simple goiter? So as you have already learned, goiter is a disease caused by the lack of iodine. This is also similar, but this is seen by the swelling of the neck. This is caused by the deficiency of iodine in the body. So, people are advised to consume iodized salt, because we consume salt every day. So, along with that, we can consume iodine to avoid simple goiter. Now, next disease is cretinism. This is also caused by the insufficient production of this thyroxine gland. So this cretinism is the condition in which it is caused by it is a condition in which an infant or a small child, it affects the abnormal growth of the child. Means it affects both physical and results in mental retardation. And the next one is myxedema. So this is an ailment, meaning disease, caused in mainly seen in adults, and this is also caused by the insufficient production of thyroxine hormone. So this results in sluggishness and swelling on face and hands. So this is all about the thyroid gland and the deficiency disease. And what will happen if this thyroxine gland is produced in a large amount? So this results in increase in metabolism and increased heartbeat, high blood pressure, and many other severe effects. So now let's learn about adrenal gland. So adrenal gland. So as the name suggests, this gland is found on the either side of the kidneys. So these are cap-like structures located on top. They sit on the top of the kidneys. So these kidneys, they are located on the top, and these are comprised of two parts, namely the central medulla and the peripheral cortex. So this medulla produces, this is also a gland, right? So this also produces a hormone. This is known as an emergency hormone or adrenaline. What is this? So let me explain you this with an example. Suppose you are in a street. Suddenly an angry dog began to chase behind you. What will you do? Will you sit like that? No, you begin to run. So how is that even possible? That is possible because this gland or hormone, it gives the body energy to run from a harmful situation. At the same time, on the other hand, if you fight with somebody, if you are about to fight, if somebody scolds you, you're going to tell right to them. So you're going to fight with them. That energy to fight with them also is produced by this hormone. So this hormone produces energy, and it provides us extra energy to fight against the situation or flee away from the situation. That is why it is also known as the fight or flight hormone. So this is about the medulla. And now let's learn about the cortex. So this cortex produces many hormones, but the main one is cortical. So in this cortical, this regulates the level of water and salt in our body. It balances, and it reduces some stresses in our body, such as high heat or so cold. Like when you feel that much, it just reduces it. And now the third type of this, namely pancreas. I know that you have already learned about this pancreas. This pancreas is located behind the stomach. So it produces many digestive juices, as you know. But this pancreas has a cluster of cells which produce hormones known as islets of Lamb. So do you know this pancreas is a very special gland? Why? Because it is both an endocrine and an exocrine gland. How? So there is a duct attached to the pancreas through which the juices produced in the stomach are passed through, and on this side it also produces hormones, as the islet of Lamberhang, as I told you. They produce hormones on this side, and this side it also transports digestive juices. So it has both functions, endocrine and exocrine. So let's learn about this endocrine functions of this. So this pancreas, as I told you, produces two liquids or hormones which are in liquid state, namely insulin and glucagon. What does this insulin do? This insulin lowers sugar level in our body. Wow, it lowers sugar level in our body, which also helps to reduce diabetes. So this is done by the insulin in some of the ways. Namely, first it induces the cells to burn these sugars. So it just forces the cells to burn these things like this insulin, sugar. It will break down in the glucose, in the form of glucose, and after breaking down, it helps it in the utilization of heat in the body. And another way also it does that it only converts the glucose into glycogen. Means it breaks down the glucose into glycogen and stores it in the liver and muscles. So the less amount or the deficiency of this insulin in our body causes diabetes, which is a really severe effect. Some facts about diabetes. So diabetes is a disease caused by the increase in sugar level in the body, and some of the symptoms are frequent urination. So if the patient of diabetes frequently urinates, he feels thirsty, by the way. And then the next gland, I told you it produces two hormones. First is insulin, next one is glucagon. This glucagon does the reverse action, means it simulates the liver to convert this glycogen into glucose. Like whenever you are when you are losing every energy in your body, you need sugar. So that sugar is helped by this glucagon. And the last gland, which we are going to learn, is the pituitary gland. So this pituitary gland is very small gland. It is the size of a green piece, this much, and it's hanging in the midbrain. So if this is the brain, it is divided into three parts: cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata. It is located in cerebellum, which is also known as the midbrain. It will remain hanging like that. So it's very small, but it is known as the master gland. Why? Because it produces hormones which simulate other endocrine glands to work. So if this gland is not present, none other will work. So this produces mainly two. It produces so many, but we're going to learn about two, namely growth hormone and thyroid producing hormone. What is growth hormone? This also helps in growth, but if the lack of this hormone, it will cause to dwarfism, and if it is more, it causes gigantism. Dwarfism means the person will only become short, but not as serious as the lack of thyroid gland, because in that cretinism, it affects the both physical and mental retardation, but it only affects the growth. Nothing happens to the brain. Next, thyroid producing gland. This pituitary gland also simulates the thyroid gland to produce more thyroxine or less. So this insufficient or oversufficient of this thyroxine, all is in the control of the pituitary gland. So this is all about the endocrine glands. Thank you.